Hello, ProWebWriter.com. Episode 3 of my show here. This week, I promised you some big things. Gonna release the channel. It's gonna help you start a business, Kindle Publishing, if that's your aim. Also, for the channel, I'll have some things coming up as well. Cover that at the end. Here's our post-it notes for this week. A little bit longer than last week. I think it might progressively just get longer and longer. But hopefully that means we'll have good, we have good things to talk about. I moved over to Google Hangouts this week because I'm probably going to eventually be using that exclusively anyway, so I can screen share and do different things like that. I tried it a couple weeks ago and had some issues with it. Like, it started talking back to me like 10 seconds later what I'd already said, and it's just dumb. So we'll give this a try this week and see what happens. Let's jump right in. Okay, this week promised you I would tell you that guy's channel, that I've kind of been following his plan. If you recall from previous shows, I did a cookbook experiment where I published a cookbook which sold like hotcakes on Amazon. I mean, it was just crazy. Following a blueprint of this one guy, and he proceeded to try to sell me his coaching and his course and all that stuff for $500, which I don't have right now. So I was fortunate enough to find this new guy, and he's basically putting it all out there for free because he feels like he can do that. He feels like there's enough money and that kind of thing to go around that there's no reason why he can't help people for free. And he also has a coaching program, but it's nowhere near $500. So here's what's going on. 3 reasons why I've put, my eggs in the Kindle basket for right now. I love to write, first of all. It feels great to see your books on Amazon. And it's a great way to make a living because it's passive income. You put your time in, you write your book, you put it out there, and it sells forever, for as long as it's out there. I mean, you know how it is. You go to the bookstore, and there's books from 9,000 years ago that some, people have written. Books are forever. Once you write something, you put it out there, it's forever. It might get lost. It might go out of print. It might be gone. But with the onset with the ebooks and stuff, who knows what's going to happen to like digital books in the future? I mean, we have, print books, for example, and you've got, William Shakespeare. I mean, I'm just talking out of my head right now. William Shakespeare, you can get his books all day long. Now, I'm sure that there were writers that were contemporary with William Shakespeare who probably fell off into oblivion, and we have no idea who they are. Their books are still out there somewhere. And with the digital thing, I think it'll be easier to find books, and I think that books will last longer. They're not going to go out of print because they're not being printed. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm going to try and, tone it down a little bit. I don't want to be too long-winded here. Which brings me to my current experiment, where I'm trying this whole let's make a living from Kindle Publishing thing. So I'm trying this guy's method. The basic idea is you come up with a book idea. You use Amazon itself, Kindle bestsellers lists and things like that. You find the things you want to write about. You find what's selling well. You go in, you read the reviews, you find out what people do and do not like about a title, and excuse me, you go in and you write it. You don't copy ideas from other Kindle publishers. You don't rewrite old books that sell well or anything like that. I mean, you make it your own idea. So you come up with, you come up with a book idea that solves a problem or answers a question for people. This guy, he has his books. He outsources all of his books. He's written a few himself, but for the most part, he has his book. He outsources them and has someone else write them for him. Um, he also has a virtual assistant that publishes them for him. Basically, what he does is he comes up with the book idea. So, and he has some other things that he does online as well. It's not like he's just sitting around all the time. You know, here's a book idea and outsource the whole thing and be done with it. He's putting work into it, trust me. So he publishes his book. Once it's ready, he outsources the cover and all that stuff. There's a site online. It's called Fiverr.com. It's Fiverr.com. I'll put it in the description just for kicks. But you can get a book cover done there for $5, and they really don't look that bad. So I know that he uses Fiverr almost exclusively for his book covers. You can check out his channel. You can go and check out his books on Amazon. I'll link all that stuff in the description, so you can check out his stuff and see what it looks like. He's not producing crap, trust me. So anyway, publishes the book to Kindle Direct Publishing, KDP, and puts it in the Select program, which is the program that has a few options for promotions, like a free promotion. They have a countdown promotion where you set like a bottom price, and then every time somebody buys it, it goes up, and a few other things. But you have to, the stipulation to it is that you can only have your book on Amazon exclusively. You can't have it on Barnes and Noble and Kobo and all these other places at the same time. Anyway, so then he just watches the sales roll in, and he rinses and he repeats that. And what he ends up doing is putting out about 25 books tops per month, and he's up to about 200 books, and at this time is consistently pulling in $18,000 to $20,000 per month passively with his Kindle publishing business. So essentially what he is a small publishing company. So here's what I'm actually doing based off his plan, I guess you could call it his method. I don't know. Based off what he's doing, here's what I'm doing. I come up with the book idea myself. I don't have money to outsource people, so I write it myself. I do the book cover myself, and then I publish it. I put it on the 5-day free promo. That's his suggestion. He does 5 days. Excuse me. The way that KDP Select works is every 90 days you get a certain amount of promotions that you can run, and the free promotion you can run for 5 days every 90 days, and you can split it up. You could do it, you know, like once every couple weeks, run it, you know, put it on free for 24 hours or that kind of thing. But his suggestion is run it the whole 5 days right up front, because it builds such a momentum that when it pops off of that free promotion and goes back into sales, that it gets a bump from that. There's basically a boost from that promotion, which I guess is why it's called promotion. And so that's what I've done. I have published 2 books so far. I have a total of 11 books on KDP right now, but only 9 of those books are currently active. One of them is still in review because I just posted. I just published it yesterday. But what I did based on his suggestion, all of the books that I had that were still enrolled in KDP Select, is I went back and slapped them on promo for as long as I could. Some of them are not enrolled in KDP Select still, because I wanted to go ahead and publish those on other platforms. So that's where we're at. My alternatives to this not working, excuse me, I am so sorry. My alternatives to this not working out is number 1, work like a slave using Odesk and Elance and finding jobs that fit my skills. Number 2, work like a slave for the man. or go rogue and be homeless. Doesn't sound too bad when I consider work for a slave like the man, because I've spent way too much of my time working jobs where I was just absolutely miserable and sad. You know, I always had this dream of having my own business and being able to work online and work from home. And I'm finally able to do that, but I have to get something going to where I can meet and exceed my financial goals. So that's where I am right now. So since I had some success with Kindle in the past, I started with KDP in 2010, and I published my first book. And like I said, I published my 11th book yesterday. Since I had some success with that, I've decided that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to go full force at it, and I'm going to master it. This, you know, I want to get this going, get this done, and then, you know, I have other dreams and plans, but writing is a very large dream of mine, and certainly being able to make a comfortable living is important, and to be able to build retirement and, you know, do the American dream thing the best that I can. Basically, this is my lottery. I don't play the lottery. This is my lottery. So this guy, looking, we're already down to here. We're not doing too bad. Not too bad. Let me check this text message. I know you're so thrilled. Okay. It can wait for now. Let's see. So this guy's name's Jason Brocht of jasonbrocht.com. Again, links in the description, you know. I hope I don't. Maybe I should write down all of the links I'm putting in the description. Let's see. We said Fiverr. All right. Is that the only one? Is that it? I don't know either. You people are no help at all. Anyway, so Jason Brocht, jasonbrocht.com. Check out his stuff. You'll probably leave my channel and go to his, and that's fine, because it's going to tell you exactly what you need to know. When you get done with him and you have no idea what you're doing, please come back. I'll be happy to help you out. Head over to ProWebWriter.com and contact me, or put a message here. Either way, I will get it right away, and I'll be happy to help you with anything that you need. So definitely check out his stuff. He does a weekly show thing on Sundays, and in his videos he says what time it is. I think it's like between 8 and 9 on Sunday night or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. If you decide that this KDP thing is what you want to do, if you want to publish books for a living, this guy is doing it successfully, and he's telling people how to do it free. If you need help, like I said, I'm your girl. I'm here. I know how to put books up on Amazon, publish. I know where to tell you to do your covers. If you want to hire somebody and have one done, or if you want to do it yourself, I know a fantastic tool. I can help you with that. Anything, I'm here. You can consult with me. I'll be happy to help you out. There's a lot of resources at ProWebWriter.com that they're, you know, currently in the phases of being set up to help you out with this stuff. Coming up, because, you know, you always need to, please hit Jason up or myself. He will answer you if you comment on his videos or contact him or whatever. He will answer you. So here's what's coming up. How it's going so far with my my experiment. Like I said, it's a bit early, and I kind of realized that last week, was that it was going to be a bit early to be able to give you a fully detailed report on how things are going. But I published my first book, and it's on the free promo. I think it goes off today. Yeah, it runs through midnight tonight, so it'll go off today. And so far, 200 copies have been downloaded during the free promo, which is not a lot. When I did the cookbook, I did 48 hours and had over 1,500 downloads. So 200 is really nothing, but the niche that I picked is really narrow and tight, kind of specialized, and there's a lot of room for me to like dominate it, you know, like have my books be on the top and stuff. And I know there's a lot of demand for it because I published in that niche before. So, and the book that I published before has consistently made sales for over a year now. So, all right. So that's how that's going. Like I said, I'm still waiting for my second book in my experiment. And what I originally planned to do was try and do 2 books a week, but I think it's just going to be too much. Like last week, by this time, I think I had to bleed over into Wednesday to get my first book done, and then that left me Thursday and Friday to complete the second one, and I actually ended up spending the entire day Saturday trying to finish it up, and still had to roll over into Monday and yesterday to complete the second book. So I think I'm gonna stop, you know, trying to kill myself and just do maybe 1 a week, because the reason it took so long wasn't because I was procrastinating or anything like that, but it was just because the book, once I got into it, ended up being such an in-depth thing as far as like research and things went. So hopefully those couple titles will also sell well. So we'll see what happens, you know, and they're definitely things that I can roll over into paperback as well. So all right, so that's what's going on with that. That's my report on that. As far as what else is going on, what I'm going to be talking about next week is what is going on at ProWebWriter.com and how you can be a part of it. So I'm going to go into detail about the history of the site, what I've done with it in the last 5 years, and where I want it to go now, and how you can help, and how you can come and help me build something great, which would be awesome. And I would just be elated for that to happen. It would be fabulous. So yeah, definitely check out links in the description. Go over, check out Jason's stuff. Really great stuff. A gold mine, seriously. You know, and if you just want to hang with me and see what happens as I experiment with what's going on there, that's fine. Yeah, don't miss out, because I have a deeper report on how that first book's going to be selling over the next week, and the report on the second book as well, because like I said, it'll publish today, and then I will run it on the promo. So hopefully by the time I do the show next week, I'll have a day or two of sales. I'll be able to know what is going on with that. So you don't want to miss this. Please share. If you have any writer friends, anything like that, share it with people that you think would help it. Excuse me. Like I said, if you know, if you leave my channel and go over and hang out with Jason, that's fine, because like I said, it's gold. And if the Kindle Publishing thing is what you want to do as far as a business for yourself, it's fabulous. If you are more leaning towards the writer side of things, and you're more interested in building your platform and selling your own books that you've written yourself, you know, and really making it in art, you came to the right place, because I'm going to be talking more about that. I'm going to be doing some videos on the tools that I use, and how to do it, how to use the tools at Amazon, etc. So I mean, there's really going to be a lot going on here, and I hope you'll tune in. So until next week, thank you for watching.